What's going on? It's your boy Blackout Jones back again with a review of The God of High School. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe down below. We're trying to get to 100 subs. Currently at 87, man. 13 away, man. Join the crew of 100 subs, man. Let's get into this review. I want to start off by saying that, anytime the hoods come out, anytime, it's never a good sign. If you walk into a room and everybody hoods is on, I'm leaving that room myself. Now, the anime started off, this episode started today, everybody is hooded, and for some reason in animes, whenever the church is involved, it's never a good thing. The church is never doing good works, or God, or anytime it's spiritual, it's usually something bad in anime. I don't know why. In America, anytime the church is brought in, it's usually good, usually doing good work. Sometimes, they have them, how they do in the church sometimes, but in anime, the church is usually just totally evil. It's a weird parallel they have. It's funny though. I'm sure there's a show that the church is good, but I haven't seen it yet. Think about Rising of the Shield Hero. That church was evil. There's a few other shows I can't think off the top of my head right now, but you know what I'm talking about. All right, so we leave off from last episode where Mori he did a triple kick onto Mansiok, put him out of commission, fucked him up, showed his whole strength, and then Mori got karate chopped in the back, and his fate was to be determined this episode. That was the main thing. And so this episode we learned a little bit more about the capabilities of our big three, or the other two, which would be Mira and Dawei, or Dawi, whichever. So we learned a little bit more about them. So the first match is against Maison from America. She's a pro wrestler. She's the one who was kicking ass in the in the opening round, the battle royale segment. She was putting a beat down on folks, and so she was set to fight Mira. Mira's our girl. She's part of the big three, and she has a sword, a wooden sword. How effective is it? We saw this episode, not very effective, but Mira has a style to where as though she doesn't need to use the swords. The sword is just the element to her style. It's not the style solely. She used her hands to create wind, moon, sword type thing. So it's very interesting. Maison, with Maison, it's like, it seems like some characters we're going to see a lot, but they've already been beaten. Like Maison just got beat, so does that mean we're not going to see her again? Even though I think she's in the intro, but intros change all the time. It could be whatever, but she's a pro wrestler, so I'm like, oh, I like how they take like unusual fighting styles like Tai Chi, which is, like I said last episode, it's not per se a fighting style, but usually just a routine that elderly people do in Asia to keep themselves limber and range of motion still there. Today they took pro wrestling. Everybody, it's debated that pro wrestling is not real, so to speak. Understand me? So it was just so it was funny to see that they brought that in as a karate style. All forms of fighting, I like it. So they brought her in there. Her wish was also funny. She said she wanted a harem of men, a mysterious man, a tough man, she wanted all these type of men. But from the looks of it, the audience was already on her side, so she could have had a harem of men without you feel me, winning this battle. But here's my thing, right? Isn't that what we all want? At the end of the day, we want our own personal harem, and then we want a relationship one day, but at the end of the day, we all just want our own type of harem, man. So that was pretty funny. Or at least I know I want a harem one day. I'm getting my rotation together right now, It's gonna be popping. It's gonna be a real life harem. They're gonna make a damn show about me. You hear me? But anyway, moving forward. Okay, so but it turns out Mira is pretty technical, man. She had some moves to her. But moving on to the next fight with our boy Dawei. So actually, before we get to Dawi, I'm gonna say Dawi. I think Dawei is incorrect, so I'm gonna say Dawi. So before we get to Dawi, our boy's Mori, his fate is decided by Park Mujin. His fate was to be, if he can beat the commissioner, he'll be allowed to continue on in the tournament. Okay, cool. So it was revealed that we already knew that he lost to the blind guy, and the guy with the green hair said that he's stronger than him. So it's like, we kind of thought that it was going to be a GG. I didn't know what to expect. But I also like how in the show they have like the fights are going by pretty quickly. They're not like dragging everybody fight out, because like some shows do that. Like, you know, every time a new character get introduced, they gotta have their own long ass fight. They gotta have their own backstory. It's like, god damn, we don't want to see that shit for the first season. We want to see the plot progress. So the plot is progressing, and before as Mori is going home, Park gives him a giant bag of fruit. At first, I didn't think nothing of it, but then they just kept on showing the fruit. And he was like, sure is tasty. I'm like, that fruit something might be wrong with that fruit, man. Like I said in One Piece, man, I told y'all, this is my comparison last week, the big three. If anybody was to be Luffy, it'd be Mori, and now he's eating the devil fruit. It's like, no, man, but yeah, so he ate the fruit, and the fruit gave him a straight insta-kill. He killed over, spitting out blood. I'm like, it's probably not a good thing, man. But of course, our boy bounces back, and we get into the Dowie fight, or the Dowie mini arc, that is. I tell you, man, for somebody as strong as Dowie, he got hella patience, man. When when they talk about his brother, or his friend, whoever that man is to him that's in the hospital. Obviously, he's a big brother figure to him. He kind of looks up to him or what have you, but he's sick and he needs money for his treatment. And these guys, man, are just coming up and antagonizing Dowie, talking about, oh yeah, I heard, so-and-so is knocking on death's door, and they threw a can of soda at him. And then we know our guy Dowie is as strong as an ox, understand me? And he just, took it on the chin, said, oh, I'll throw that away for you, sir, totally unfazed, man. I wonder if we'll ever see him break down emotionally, because he's a strong dude, man. He's just holding it all in. I know he has great turmoil inside of him, so his character progression is going to be tough. But we also learn a lot about his fighting style this episode. So at first, I thought his fighting style, okay, he's a tank. He's a strong attack, strong defense, but he's a little slow, because remember, he knocked the dude off the bike. And that little tournament battle royale scene, we saw him, he knocked like 4 people back with one punch. So I'm like, okay, he's just strong and slow. But in this episode, we saw that he was a lot more technical with his fighting ability. We saw him, string together combos. So he fights the guy, what's his name? I want to say his name is Sang Suen Chul. The guy with the book. Turns out inside of the book, he has like everybody's fighting style and how to beat him, what I should do here. And he's also a pretty decent fighter without the book. So he said his theory of the book and his violence together, he can't be beat. Or so he thought. Until he ran to Dowie, nothing was the same for him. So Dowie was on the ropes or what have you, right? But his fighting style came through, because he couldn't just use the power, the regular karate. He had to use a technique of stance, or whatever he had. So after he used the stance, he breaks the dude's bat. That man was using a whole bat. He stabbed him with a bat 12 times. I'm like, damn, that was crazy. But he breaks the bat, and Dowie proceeds to go on a phenomenal combo streak, man. So Dowie, I might be geeking, but you tell me, man. It looks like Dowie punched this dude straight in the dick, man. I mean, yo, I'm pretty sure he punched him in the dick right here. I can't really tell, but I don't think he punched him in the elbow. I don't think he punched him straight in the dick. And that was the start of the end. But I was confused, because the dude, Suen Chul, was kind of smiling or whatever. I'm like, did he like that? Or it was something else, but that was hilarious. And after he punched him in the dick, man, he went on like a 20-piece combo on Suen Chul, and he was finished after that. Like, it was crazy. It got real disgusting. I didn't know that Dowie had that in. I didn't know he was a unit like that, man. He's a beast. Now, I want enough emphasis on that 19. He hit him with a 19-piece combo. I counted out all the strikes. 19-piece combo, hold the biscuit. He could have gave him a finishing blow at 20, but you know, he spared his life, man, 'cause he was already finished at that point. So shouts out to Dwayne. I hope his, you know, relative gets better, or family friend, brother, you know, I hope they get better, man, because that's a tough time, man. Treatment is not cheap, man, at all. We all know this. So it's time for our boy Maury. The fruit had him having visions. He did not die. However, he was very late for the his match. Surprisingly, even though he was late, they still let him come in. So I thought maybe it'd be like a hard stop, like, oh, he's not here on time. They call that shit, but no, they let him come in late and let him fight. And he was immensely more powerful than, well, I don't know how strong he was before. Obviously, he was strong, but he couldn't beat the commissioner before with the blonde hair. But now he beat the commissioner with the green hair, so you would assume he got some type of level up from that fruit. I mean, the fruit was chained in a room in like a dungeon. Like, you shouldn't eat the fruit because, like, it could probably kill you. But he ate it. He survived. Obviously, Maury's, you know, father or OG or grandfather, whatever he is to him, is a savage, because he's well known by the commissioning staff, and he's known as the tiger cub of you know, his grandfather or father. But, you know, the fruit had Maury moving at damn light speed. All he had to do was knock the commissioner over, and it would be a win for him. So I thought maybe this would be like I thought this was gonna be the cliffhanger. You know, we gotta watch this for 2 episodes or episode, but no, only had to watch it for damn 30 seconds, man. I'm like, shit, he knocked this 10 seconds. He knocked him over, took his glasses off, nice little palm to the chest. You know, nice little trip technique, and he got him out of there, man. And now, this is the meat and potatoes, man. So, you know, when I watched the commissioner, you know, draw the spirit out, you know, because somebody told me in the last, I would check the comments and, you know, get the name out, but, you know, I was told that there's a power system in the show. You know, I thought it wasn't at first. I thought it was just straight hands, but no, it is a power system. And we saw a little bit of it today, sort of, because, you know, they checked the watch, you know, checked the power. The power level was unknown. Health power was unknown, so it's obviously it's a higher tier than what was being shown. And when I was watching him draw the spirit out, I instantly got Yu-Gi-Oh vibes, man. Now, Yu-Gi-Oh, if you from the same era I am, you know, born in the mid-90s, I will tell you my age, but it's a secret. So, you know, but yeah, man, mid-90s, if you know, you watching Toonami, you know, watching Dragon Ball Z on Toonami, you know what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about after school Toonami, after kindergarten, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So Yu-Gi-Oh was that show, man. You know, they had a, you know, toy line went crazy, cards went crazy, but during that show, they were drawing out spirits with cards, stuff like that, and they would come and they would fight each other, and they would fight to the death and shit. I want to watch that again. They should remaster that, for real. That was low-key a banger the whole time. But so he draw this monster around, and instantly I'm thinking like, oh, that's the Dark Magician right there, man. And he started chasing him and whatnot. So I'm thinking this, man. I'm thinking, because like I told you on the description, it says it's a tournament going on under the tournament stage, like an underground tournament. So I'm thinking that more people have this ability to draw out spirits or whatever, and they fight like that. And I assume they fight like hand to hand. So the show so far is good, and it has a lot of potential, man. You know, I'm mad that it's a Crunchyroll original, man, because like, this should be on Funimation also, guys. I know some people don't have both for some reason, even though Crunchyroll is definitely superior in my opinion as far as like quality. Well, not even quality, but just catalog and getting new things up to date. I think they got more money right now than Funimation, man. But I want everybody to see this. Everybody see this show, man, because it's pretty good. But I don't think it's gonna take off like how it should, just because of the way it is, and it's just a battle shonen, and a dime a dozen or whatever. But because you got My Hero, you got One Punch. It's a lot of shows that can. Demon Slayer. Oh, my band broke. Oh my God, y'all, it's a bad day, man. My band broke, and it's finna be. Oh, I need a new one. But yeah, man. So it's so far so good, and yeah, man. Yu-Gi-Oh vibes. more people will have that. I'm curious to know what Maury's power would be, or what it would manifest as. But yeah, man, this is another good episode. I'm all in on this show. Crunchyroll's doing it again. It's your boy Blackout Jones. Make sure you stay corona free, stay sucker free, and have a blessed day. Peace. Hey, I'm on a road to 100 subs, man. Help me out, please. Come on, let's do this together. Take it easy. Peace.